Very good morning, cadets. Oh, hope you are doing well. Let us continue the discussion on the chapter Understanding the Criminal Justice System. In the Understanding Criminal Justice System, uh, we completed the topics like the role of public prosecutor and also discussed about the various stages of criminal justice system and how the criminal justice system is dealt over a period of time. Today, let us understand the role of judge. The judge is like an umpire in a game and conducts the trial impartially and in an open court. The judge hear all the witness and any other evidences presented by the prosecution and the defense. So here it is very clearly mentioned that the judge in a court should behave like an umpire and he should listen to the arguments or the statements given by the witness and other major evidences, and based on the evidences only he is to suppose the deliver the judgment. If accused is convicted, then the judge pronounces the sentence. He may send the person to jail or impose a fine or both, depending on what law prescribes. So here, the judge got an authority to punish a person if he is convinced by the arguments uh, about the guilt. The judge can impose penalty, that is fine, or penalty as well as the imprisonment, both, that is left to the discretion of judge. Here what you have to understand, discretion of the judge means on the basis of evidences. Now let us understand a very important topic, that is what is a fair trial. Several times Supreme Court or the High Court or the judicial system in India is criticized for not providing a fair trial. A fair trial in the sense an accused person should get enough opportunity to prove his innocence, or a innocent person should not be punished by the court of law because of flaws in the investigation system. So in this chapter we discussed about Shanti's case. In Shanti's case, what happened? The Inspector Rao not completed his investigation in a required manner, and he was in a hurry to help the mainly Shinde who complained against Shanti. So here what is fair trial is denied in this case. Take for example, let us for a moment imagine what might have happened if the judge decided Shanti case very differently. What if the court did not give a copy of charge sheet and statement of witness to Shanti? What if he held a trial in a secret location, where neither Shanti or nor Sushil were present? If he did not give Shanti a lawyer, Advocate Roy, enough time to question the witness, the prosecution suggests Mrs. Sinde, and instead of had already decided that Shanti was guilty. So, here in this case, we discussed about Advocate Roy, public prosecutor, arranged by the court of law to help Shanti to defend her case. But imagine if a different situation, if Shanti was not given a lawyer by the court, then what will happen to the case? If it had happened, then it would be the case of unfair trial. Why it is called unfair trial? Because the accused person is not given enough opportunity to prove his innocence, his or her innocence. If it is not done, that is the against the constitution or against the provisions of the constitution. Article 21 of Indian Constitution that guarantees the right of life states that a person life or liberty can be taken away only by following and reasonable and just legal procedure. A fair trial ensures that the Article 21 of Indian Constitution is upheld. Let us now return to the Santish case as described in the storyboard and identify the essential elements for fair trial. Shanti was given a copy of charge sheet and all other evidences that the prosecution presented against her. So here, very important statement. What you would understand that Shanti was given the statement of copy of FIR and the charges uh, against her. Shanti was charged with the offense of theft that was defined as a crime in the law. Her brother Sushil could attend the court. The trial was held in an open court. So here the concept of open court. Open court is the court where, in general, the prosecutor, public prosecutor, defense lawyer, judge, and other audiences, means relatives of the accused, can be present. That is called open court. The closed court, I already explained to you. If an accused, there is a possibility of threat to an accused, or if the case is very sensational. Take for example, if a person is arrested in the terrorist uh, case involvement and all, then there is a possibility of threat to the life of a person who is accused. So in such cases, the closed court arguments can be done. Her brother Sushil could attend the court hearing. The trial was held in the presence of accused. Shanti was defended by a lawyer. Shanti's lawyer, Advocate Roy, was given an opportunity to cross-examine all the prosecution witness. Now, what is here cross-examine? Cross-examine is nothing but whatever the public prosecutor asks accused, the then the defense lawyer can cross-examine those evidences or the question, or he can ask once again, so that Advocate Roy has given enough opportunity to witness, to present Shanti's case. Although the police filed a case of theft against Shanti, the judge assumed her to be innocent. It was the responsibility of prosecution to prove beyond responsible doubt that Shanti was guilty. In this case, the prosecution failed to do so. So here what is prosecution failed to do so means? Prosecution means the government or the police department. The police department failed to prove Shanti as guilty because the police can they could get the real gang which was involved in the theft case. It is a significant that the judge decided the matter only on the basis of evidences before the court. So here, what is very essential here is that complete judgment is on the basis of the complete judgment is on the basis of evidences which are provided in the court. The judge did not jump into the conclusion that Shanti was thief just because she was poor and a maid servant. Instead, judge remained impartial, and since the evidence shows that some young men and not Shanti was thief, he set Shanti free. In Shanti's case, justice was finally done to her because she was given a fair trial. So, what is what the darkened or the underlying statement like beyond the reasonable doubt, basis of evidences, impartial, fair trial. So, in Shanti's case, judge is not jump into conclusion stating that Shanti only involved in the theft case. But the judge behaved like an umpire and he arranged a lawyer to Shanti to defend her case. So in this case, what happened? It is a really uh, opportunity from the side of judge to provide fair trial in the case of Shanti. So the constitution and the both law of the state that all person that we have discussed in the chapter should carry out their roles in a proper manner. Now, characters or the characters which are discussed in the chapter, the persons who are discussed in the chapter, one is police. Okay. So, police, the role of police, what is the role of police? Then, public prosecutor, judge, defense lawyer. The main characters of this chapter, the people who just I mentioned, the persons who are mentioned, that is police, public prosecutor, defense lawyer. Now, what this means that they all need to work to ensure that every citizen, irrespective of their class, caste, gender, religious, and ideological background, get a fair trial when accused. It is very important that every person in India who is an accused uh, by the police or by any person and charged an FIR against him, he should be given a fair trial or given enough opportunity according to the Article 22 of Indian Constitution. A fair trial should be given to every accused to prove his innocence. The rule of law, which says that everyone is equal before law, would not make much sense if the citizen were not guaranteed fair trial by the constitution. So we discussed about rule of law in the previous chapter. What is rule of law? Rule of law is nothing but treating everyone equal before the law. That is called rule of law. So when we speak, the constitution guarantees rule of law means every citizen in India should be given enough opportunity to prove his or her innocence in case he or she is an accused by the police or someone. So this is about that particular chapter. What we studied in this chapter is understanding criminal justice system. We discussed about how a criminal justice system proceeds in India with an imaginary story of theft case of a gold chain. How if a criminal incident happen, then how we have to react. In such any criminal activity, the first thing what every citizen of India, as a responsible citizen, what we have to do is report to the nearest police station immediately. Once reported to the nearest police station, then our role almost over. Once we reported to the police station, then the police will they have to write FIR, and after writing an FIR, then they will start the initial investigation. Once the investigation is done, then the police prepares a charge sheet, and based on the charge sheet and arrest warrant, they arrest a person who is an accused for that particular incident and produce that person in the court of law. According to the writ of habeas corpus, the person, every person who is an accused should be produced before the court of law within 24 hours of his or her arrest. That is what the Constitution of India and IPC clearly says. Once the accused reaches to the court, then the role of public prosecutor. Public prosecutor means a lawyer who works on behalf of government, or he is a lawyer, an employee of the government. So public prosecutor defends the case on behalf of the state. An accused person can hire a lawyer who is called as defense lawyer. Then the judge, the role of judge is very important because judge plays a role of an umpire who has to do two duties. One, he should be very impartial. Second one, he should make opportunity, or he should provide fair trial. I repeat, he should provide fair trial to every case. Okay, that is very, very important on behalf in case of judge. So in the part of exercise, as a part of exercise, one major question you have to do in a town called Peace Land, the supporters of Fiesta football team learned that the supporters of Jubilee football team nearby city about 40 kilometers away have damaged the ground on which the final between both teams is to be held. So imagine you and your classmates are now a part of criminal justice system. First, divide the class into two and make the group. So here you have to write what is the role of police, public prosecutor, defense lawyer, and the judge. So this is a function. Okay. In general, it is given. So what you have to do? Police. Functions of police, public. police, public prosecutor, defense lawyer, judge. Hear witness, record statements, cross-examine the witness, take photographs, record evidences, arrest the fiesta plans, writes judgment, arguments for the victims, argues for the victims, decide for how many years of accused will put for jail, examine the witness in the court, pass the judgment, get the assaulted women medically examined, conduct a fair trial, meets accused person. So you have to classify, for example, one example I'll give, judge. What is the judge function of a judge here? Pass the judgment. That is the function of a judge. Conduct a fair trial. It's a function of a judge. Like that, please uh, affix the proper functions: police, public prosecutor, defense lawyer, and judge, and the functions here given. So complete this activity so that this chapter is completed. In the next class, we'll continue the next chapter, that is understanding marginalization. Thank you.